All right, let's see what's going on. I guess we on. Hey, what's going on, party people? Hope everybody's doing well out there. Now, if this is your first time here, welcome. It's definitely a great pleasure to have you guys here. Now, I go by the name of Lespri. I am a spiritual healer. And essentially, what I do as a spiritual healer, I just help you to attain your highest level of consciousness. And just so you have a good understanding of what that is, so when we're talking about having or you attaining your highest level of consciousness, it's exactly what it means to be, let's just say, a Christ figure, or to be Christ like, to be Krishna like, to be Buddha like. If you know and understand anything about these people, what you truly see is that you're able to see their elevation through their trials and tribulation, and most importantly, what they became. Jesus became the Christ, Siddhartha became the Buddha. So it's almost like something that they have attained. And that attainment, is that, that's what I help you with, for you to attain your highest level of consciousness. Now, the way that I do that, I technically help you to become mentally and emotionally balanced. And that's very important because if neither one of these things aren't balanced or are not in harmony, respectively, then now they go together. Well, guess what? That's when you become too emotional, right? So if you're too emotional, let's just say, a lot of us, we know what brothers go through, you know what I'm saying, when, during a certain period of time that, let's just say, you're trying to get with a lady, or let's just say you in love, or you mad, regardless of what the situation is, when you're not emotionally balanced, it has a direct impact on your intellect. So, therefore, the emotions itself not being balanced will definitely have an impact on your mental. And that is why they both got to come together. Because if neither one of them is actually balanced, then, well, they do have an impact on each other. So, either one of them who's not balanced most likely will make the other one unbalanced. Let's just say now, if you choose not to be too emotional, you're very intellect or very logical, very mental, everything you do is logic, right? Then at, then at that point, you become very robotic, cutthroat, and, judge, you know what I'm saying? What's that judge name? Judge Dredd, like I like to call you guys. Then you became Judge Dredd. You're reading people's right, and guess what? The same shit's gonna happen to you. Only because when dealing with your logic, you gotta add a little bit of emotion in it. Because what the emotion does to your intellect, it opens it up a little bit. It expands it. It softens it up a little bit. Instead of being rigid, it regularizes it. It helps you to see behind the logic. And obviously, in life, not everything is logic. And that's logical in itself. Shit's crazy. You have to embrace it all. Do you see what I'm saying? And, so that's why you have to become mentally and emotionally balanced. Because now at this point, let's just say if your emotions are balanced, then now, most likely your mental will also be balanced. Then you'll have more clarity than, let's just say, if you were depressed or if you were mad or if you're in love. So again, so I help you to become mentally and emotionally balanced. It's important. Only then can now you have the broader perspective that would allow you now to attain your highest level of consciousness. Okay, now, how do I help you to become mentally and emotionally balanced? Now, what am I talking about when I'm talking about, let's just say, being emotionally balanced? What I'm truly saying here, it's you having a proper understanding and understand how your emotions work and you having the ability to modify, change, or deal with your own emotions. You know, let's just say if you're mad, you know how to calm yourself down, or if you want to be excited, whatever the fuck. I mean, it doesn't have to be on one level, but you're not being triggered. You are in tune with your emotions. You know exactly. You are one, meaning you understand what triggers you, you understand your emotional pattern. So now, if you want to go off, now that's on you. Like I know sometimes for me, you know what I'm saying? That's why, you just gotta let a nigga know sometimes. Not necessarily, like I'm being responsive or reacting, but it just gotta address certain shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I know for me sometimes, I would put my heart in it to address whatever needs to be addressed, but not because I'm being triggered or do you see what I'm saying? So being emotionally balanced, it's you being in tune with your emotions. And you may choose to raise your voice if you want, or you may choose not to raise your voice. Just like anger. When you become emotionally balanced, you know how to control your anger. Like sometimes you gotta be angry. You better learn how to be angry, motherfucker. Shit. Effectively too. Do you see what I'm saying? Contrary to the popular belief that's trying to tell you, to be emotionally balanced is not to raise your voice or not to or to behave a certain way. That's more like deceiving other people, and most likely this is not addressing the issue at all. If you having an emotional issue and it's you feel like, not not raising your voice is not going to solve it. I certainly understand that. But it's more than that though. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you may have to raise your voice. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let a nigga know at times. So being emotionally balanced is truly you understanding how your emotions work and having a fucking proper understanding. You being in charge of your emotions. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's a lot more than just say not to raise your voice or to act a certain way. If anything, that part of it is dealing more. This is you not expressing. It's more because you're not expressing yourself. I'm not saying that's the reason why you're acting that way because everybody reacts differently. But again, it's you being triggered, not being in charge of your emotions. But anyway, now, in addition to that, it's the same baseline understanding when it comes to you being mentally balanced. At this point, this is you understanding how your minds work. You have to understand how your own mind works. Because for you to be in control of your mind, you're gonna have to be self-aware of everything. That's what self-conscious is. So now you understand why and how your mind is being shaped. You understand the influence of your culture into your life. You understand different aspect of life and how they condition you. Now, only then at that point, then now you're able to mold yourself the way you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be mentally balanced if someone else is controlling your mind, man. You know what I'm saying? How do you be mentally balanced and I just come over here and tell you to jump? You just jump. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know. It doesn't work that way. So again, being mentally balanced here, that's why I always tell people when it comes to spirituality too, and in just a second I'll be talking a little bit more about that. It's again, it's your regular life. It's the life that we're going through now and having a proper understanding of this reality. Because obviously, there is a lot more to what this reality appears to be. That's why even when we look at each other, you are more than just a physical body. There's a whole thinking aspect that comes with you, and that entails, the way you see things, your character, and all of that. And for me to know who you are, that's the part of you that I need to know. I mean, I'm not gonna say fuck your physical part; it doesn't exist. Yeah, I see it. In fact, I could identify it when I see it too. But there's more to that to you, and to me too. In fact, to get to know somebody is to find them. You look for them. But anyway, I'm not gonna delve too much into that part. You get the point. So again, and that's pretty much what I do. When it comes to helping you to become mentally and emotionally balanced, and obviously everything that we'll be talking about will address those different aspects on how you see things, especially when it comes to spirituality. But not just spirituality. Well, to us, I mean, again, spirituality. And again, spirituality is us, the way we operate. It's just, and that's what spirituality is. It's telling you the story of the spirit, which is your story. Anyway, obviously, I guess in so many words, I had already defined that. But anyway, I'll get back to it. Now, that's pretty much in a nutshell. That's what I do here. So, again, welcome if this is your first time. Now, if you're coming back, come on, baby. You already know. You already know. Love is love. Listen, man, it's an honor for me to serve you. Sir, ma'am, whoever the fuck you are. I mean, whoever is able to edify themselves or to learn from this, well, obviously, it is yours. You know what I'm saying? But if you're not learning from this, it doesn't serve you. It's okay, man. Don't trip. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping. I'm not losing faith. You ain't got nothing on me, baby. Do you? It's not for you. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? Come again. You never know. Or check out another video. Who the fuck knows? Or maybe I'm just not your dude. But either way, you know what I'm saying? This is for the ones who appreciates it. And that's all I could do. And that's you. I mean, if you coming back, come on, baby. You already know. You know what I'm saying? But I have some low key haters too that are coming back. Well, to those motherfuckers, I'm just the bad news for you. I don't know why you want to hurt yourself, but I'm your bad news. And, it is what it is. We're going to leave that alone. So, again, as you can see, what we truly do here, man, is spread love. It's truly